There's a phone call nobody wants to receive. It's 11 p.m. Your wife or your daughter is on the side of the highway. Engine light on, car won't start, it's raining, and the tow truck is 45 minutes out. That call doesn't come from a Toyota, it doesn't come from a Honda, it doesn't come from a Lexus. That call almost always comes from someone who bought with their eyes instead of their brain, who got seduced by a badge, a body kit, or a payment that felt manageable in the showroom and catastrophic 3 years later. I'm not here to sell you a car. I'm here to make sure you never get that phone call. We're counting down 10 of the most reliable, safest, lowest drama vehicles you can buy for the woman in your life right now, ranked by long-term ownership data, real-world reliability records, and what actually holds up when the warranty expires and the dealer stops caring. And number one is the one that surprises almost everyone. Stay with me. Let's go. Number 10, Honda Civic. Let's start with the car that has absolutely nothing to prove and everything to offer. The Honda Civic has been one of the best-selling cars in America for decades, and not because of aggressive marketing, not because of 0% financing deals, because owners keep buying another one. Consumer Reports has rated the Civic as one of the most reliable compact cars on the market for multiple consecutive years. Repair frequency is low. When something does go wrong, and it rarely does early, parts are cheap and mechanics everywhere know this car cold. Here's a real pitch though. If you're buying a first car for a daughter who's new to driving, the Civic is an almost unfair advantage. It's small enough to be manageable, safe enough to sleep at night, and efficient enough that she's not calling you for gas money every Thursday. Average transaction price right now is sitting around $26,000 to $29,000 depending on trim. Resale holds well. Insurance costs are low compared to anything German or American performance adjacent. This is the zero-drama car. No personality, you say. Fine. Drama-free is a personality. Some of us have earned an appreciation for that. Number 9. Toyota Camry. People underestimate the Camry because it's been around forever, and it looks like exactly what it is. A car designed by engineers who were told to build something that would never, ever break. Mission accomplished. The Toyota Camry has one of the strongest long-term reliability records in the entire automotive industry. Not just sedans, everything. The 2.5-liter four-cylinder engine in particular is one of the most thoroughly stress-tested powertrains on the road. It just runs indefinitely. Here's something real. Used Camrys with 180,000 miles on them still trade for decent money. That tells you everything. The market has priced in the fact that there are probably 80,000 miles of useful life left in that car. That's not common. That's Toyota. For the wife or daughter who spends a lot of time driving, commuting, running kids around, long highway trips, the Camry is a fundamentally sound choice. Comfortable, quiet, genuinely safe, and built to outlast bad decisions. Average new price lands around $28,000 to $35,000 depending on trim and whether you go hybrid, which by the way, you should. The Camry Hybrid is even more dependable, and the fuel savings are real over 3 to 5 years of ownership. This car will outlast a lot of things, including some relationships. I'm just saying. Number 8. Hyundai Tucson. This one requires a small caveat, and I'll give it to you straight because that's why you're here. Hyundai's reliability has been genuinely uneven over the years. Older Tucsons had documented engine issues. The Theta 2 engine problems are well known, and Hyundai paid for it with a massive recall and extended warranty coverage. But the new generation Tucson, specifically 2022 forward, is a different vehicle. New platform, new engine options, and Hyundai has put serious effort into quality control because they had to. Their brand reputation was on the line. The result? The new Tucson is one of the most well-equipped compact SUVs available at its price point. We're talking standard safety tech, a clean interior, a comfortable ride, and the warranty structure, 5 years, 60,000 miles bumper to bumper, 10 years, 100,000 miles powertrain, that is still the best in the mainstream segment, by a lot. If something does go wrong in the first 5 years, Hyundai covers it. That's not nothing when you're buying peace of mind for someone you care about. Transaction prices are running $30,000 to $38,000 depending on trim. It's the modern choice on this list. More tech than a Forester, more personality than a Corolla Cross, and backed by a warranty that gives you real breathing room. Number 7. Mazda CX-5. This is the one that surprises people, because most people associate Mazda with being the budget option, the car you buy when you couldn't quite stretch to a Honda or Toyota. That reputation is about 15 years out of date. The current generation Mazda CX-5 is genuinely premium. The interior quality rivals entry-level Audi and BMW at less than half the price. The build quality is tight, the driving dynamics are the best in the compact SUV segment, not almost the best, actually the best. If the woman you're buying for enjoys driving, the CX-5 is the only non-boring option on this list. And the reliability data backs it up. Consumer Reports gives the CX-5 consistently high scores. RepairPal puts average annual maintenance cost around $400 to $450 per year. That's among the lowest in the segment. Mazda uses Sky Active engineering across their lineup, an approach focused on mechanical efficiency and simplicity. Fewer complicated systems means fewer complicated failures. Average price is $31,000 to $40,000. Resale is strong, insurance is reasonable, and driving it doesn't feel like a penalty for being responsible. This is for the woman who wants reliability but not boredom. Both are available here. Number 6. Toyota Corolla Cross. I know, the name sounds like Toyota built an SUV by committee and named it by algorithm. But here's the thing about the Corolla Cross. It is exactly what it sounds like, a Corolla in crossover form. And if you know what a Corolla's reliability record looks like, that sentence should make you feel calm. The Corolla nameplate has one of the strongest durability reputations in automotive history. The Corolla Cross carries that mechanical DNA into a body style that's more practical, easier to load, and more comfortable over longer distances. This is the no excuses choice. Nothing flashy, nothing exotic, nothing that will give you a story to tell at a dinner party. What it gives you? A car that starts every single time, costs almost nothing to maintain, holds its value respectably, and will be running fine well past 150,000 miles if you change the oil on schedule and treat it with basic respect. Transaction prices are $24,000 to $30,000 for most trim levels. It's one of the most affordable entries on this list, and for the value it delivers over a 5 to 7 year ownership window, almost nothing beats it. If the goal is pure, undefeated reliability, the Corolla Cross is a contender for the top spot on this list. Almost. Number 5. Subaru Forester. Let me tell you what Subaru understood before most brands, that for a large chunk of American car buyers, safety isn't a feature, it's the entire point. The Subaru Forester comes with standard all-wheel drive, not optional AWD, not AWD as a $2,000 upgrade. Standard, on every trim. The system they use, symmetrical all-wheel drive, is a full-time setup, not a part-time system that activates when things get scary. In markets with real winters, Minnesota, Colorado, the Northeast, the Pacific Northwest, this alone sells the car, because the alternative is driving a front-wheel drive compact SUV on black ice and hoping for the best. The Forester removes that variable entirely. Visibility in the Forester is also genuinely exceptional. The upright roofline and large windows give drivers a clear sightline in every direction. If you're buying for someone still building confidence behind the wheel, that matters more than people realize. Reliability sits comfortably above average across multiple data sources. The EyeSight Driver Assistance Suite, Subaru's standard safety tech, has real-world effectiveness data that supports the marketing claims, which is not something you can say about every ADAS system out there. Price range is $28,000 to $37,000. AWD included, safety included, peace of mind included. Built for bad weather, bad roads, and genuinely bad luck. Most of the time, none of that matters, but when it does, you'll be glad it's a Forester. Number 4. Lexus NX. Here's where we step up in class without stepping into chaos. The Lexus NX sits in a unique and valuable position. It's a genuine luxury SUV built on Toyota mechanicals, maintained by Toyota-trained engineers, and priced significantly below what Mercedes, BMW, and Audi charge for comparable square footage and badge prestige. You get wood trim, massaging seats in higher trims, a premium audio system, a cabin that feels expensive because it is, just not irrationally expensive.
And then underneath all of that, you've got Toyota's powertrain reliability. The NX 350h Hybrid in particular is mechanically conservative, the kind of engineering that prioritizes longevity over headline performance figures. That's a feature, not a limitation, if you're buying for someone who needs a car to work for the next decade without drama. Lexus consistently ranks at the top of long-term reliability studies. J.D. Power, Consumer Reports, owner satisfaction surveys. Lexus appears near the top of almost every list because the cars earn it. Transaction prices run $43,000 to $58,000 depending on trim. That's real money. But compare it to an Audi Q5 at $62,000 that's going to need premium service labor and has a documented history of oil consumption and electrical issues. Suddenly, the Lexus math looks different. This is what smart money in the luxury segment looks like. It looks expensive, it acts like a Toyota. That combination is genuinely rare.
Number 3. Honda CR-V. Alright, top 3. And here's where the data starts to get really compelling. The Honda CR-V is one of the best-selling SUVs in America. Not because Honda has the biggest marketing budget, not because it has the boldest design, because the people who own them keep recommending them to other people. That's the most honest marketing that exists. Consumer Reports owner satisfaction data on the CR-V is consistently high. Reliability scores across model years have been among the strongest in the compact SUV segment. And the driving experience, smooth, predictable, well-insulated from road noise, makes it genuinely comfortable for someone spending serious daily mileage behind the wheel. The hybrid variant is worth specific attention. The CR-V Hybrid uses Honda's two-motor hybrid system, which is mechanically different from Toyota's approach but equally proven in long-term testing. Fuel economy is excellent, braking feel is natural, and the system has almost no maintenance complexity over a standard powertrain. For a daughter who's still getting comfortable with driving, the CR-V's road manners are genuinely forgiving. It's not a small car, so it doesn't feel fragile. It's not a large SUV, so parking isn't stressful. It's engineered to be easy, and easy is underrated. Price range is $32,000 to $42,000. Resale is excellent. That 10 p.m. highway call I described at the start, the CR-V is statistically one of the least likely cars on this list to be the cause of it. Number 2. Lexus RX. The Lexus RX is 27 years old as a nameplate. 27 years, multiple generations, millions of units, and it still consistently ranks among the most reliable, most owner-satisfying luxury SUVs available in the American market. That's not momentum. That's a reputation that was built deliberately and defended consistently. The RX is larger than the NX, more practical for families, more comfortable on long trips, more presence in a parking lot. The interior quality is exceptional. The ride is the smoothest on this list, and Toyota reliability sits underneath every trim level regardless of what badge is on the steering wheel. For the wife who's earned something premium, something that feels like a reward for the mornings and the logistics and the work she does, the Lexus RX delivers that feeling without the financial trapdoor that most luxury brands hide under the floor mat. Cost of ownership on an RX is significantly lower than any European luxury SUV in the same price bracket. Average annual maintenance cost sits around $550 to $700, according to RepairPal estimates. That's roughly half what a GLE or an X5 will cost you to maintain per year. Over 5 years, that's real money. Transaction prices run $50,000 to $68,000 depending on trim and powertrain. The RX 350h Hybrid is the version I'd point you toward. Mechanically conservative, excellent fuel efficiency, and proven longevity. This is what success plus smart decisions actually looks like. Not the German badge, not the air suspension that's going to cost you $4,000 at 80,000 miles. Number 1. Toyota RAV4. Of course. It was always going to be this. The Toyota RAV4 is the best-selling SUV in America. And before you say that's because of marketing, let me show you what the data actually says. Consumer Reports reliability scores, top marks. J.D. Power dependability studies, near the top of the compact SUV segment for multiple consecutive years. Owner satisfaction surveys, consistently high. Resale value after 5 years, among the best in any non-truck, non-luxury category. The RAV4 is not exciting.
That is not a criticism. It is an engineering philosophy. Build something so mechanically sound and so thoroughly tested that owners never have a reason to call with a complaint. Toyota has executed that philosophy on the RAV4 for nearly 3 decades. The RAV4 hybrid is worth calling out specifically. The hybrid powertrain adds torque, improves efficiency, and, counterintuitively, improves reliability by reducing stress on the engine during normal city driving. It is not meaningfully more expensive to maintain. It is meaningfully better to own. Standard Toyota safety sense, pre-collision warning, lane departure alert, automatic high beams, radar-guided cruise comes on every RAV4. Not the top trim, every RAV4. Transaction prices sit around $31,000 to $42,000 for the hybrid, depending on trim. Resale in the $20,000 to $26,000 range after 5 years of normal use. That's real value retention. This is the car moms trust and dads don't worry about. Not because the commercials say so, because the ownership records say so. Because the 200,000-mile RAV4s you see on the highway aren't coincidences. They're the predictable outcome of a car that was engineered to last. You want peace of mind wrapped in sheet metal and a practical cargo area? This is it. Here's what every car on this list has in common. They were built to work, not to impress, not to depreciate dramatically, not to require specialized service intervals or proprietary software updates or air suspension overhauls. They were built to take your wife to work and your daughter to campus and your family on road trips and still start on a Tuesday morning in January when it's 14 degrees and everybody's running late. The dealers won't push these hard. The margins are thinner. The finance manager won't make as much off the back end. The commission on a $30,000 Corolla Cross does not compare to a $72,000 Q7. But the 11 p.m. phone call? You won't get it. Buy with data. Buy with a pre-approval from your credit union. Know the day supply on the model you're targeting so you walk in with leverage instead of emotion. And whatever you do, don't let anyone sell her something she doesn't need because it looks impressive in the showroom. Hit subscribe. Drop a comment. Tell me what you're actually considering for her right now. I'll tell you straight if it makes sense or if you're about to make a very expensive mistake. You came for a list, you're leaving with a framework. That's the point.